Alright, we're playing D&D. We're live. It's session 36. We've been trying to do this for a while. You guys doing alright? You guys ready to play?
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been ready.
Alrighty. Well, thankfully enough, we everything's gonna be just fine. You guys are plotting. You're the one scheming this time. In the capital, you have the... There we go. You have the prince finally returned to the capital, though not everything has been cleared, and you all are formulating a plot around that. The idea was to take to the streets, start a bit of suspicion around the actual activities of the crown and the people who have claim to it, while setting your name right in certain places to have backup should the need arise, with hopefully it finally culminating in you all taking to the castle and having all of these things addressed at once. Of course, that is going to take a little time to build up to. As days pass inside of the capital, you all know what you're planning on doing. So unless anyone has anything they want to say in the beginning, and there we go. And might I say, with no inspiration in the tank.
Oh, yay.
Yeah, there might not be any rolls this session, if I'm being honest. You talk well enough. But we'll see.
You lie as you breathe.
I don't lie as I breathe. But if you guys are ready, I'm ready to jump right in.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
All right, so with that, let's see. We had just finished off last session with you all. I think you all had just put yourselves to bed, figuring out these plans. You were going to split up and take, I think you said, the next week or so to really start spreading around these rumors and getting that going. But it was a matter of setting that in motion, correct?
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, we spoke about it a bit before, and I know how you all are going to try and break yourselves apart into groups. Which group wants to go first?
Me and Zayla can go second because we're literally just going to be rumor mongering.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to be...
Can't believe they voluntold us to go first.
Yeah, bitch, get moving.
It's crazy. So I guess here's the real question while I'm doing this. You know that your hideout right now is secure. What are you doing with Gray? And probably more importantly, what are you doing with Prince Eric?
That's a good question.
That's a good question. I don't know what I'm doing with
I mean, with Gray, as helpful as he is right now, maybe it would be a good idea to give him a paid vacation.
I mean, that's not a bad idea.
Honestly.
Yeah.
We're not moving anytime soon.
Yeah.
We're not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. The
We're not
less he
scooping him
knows,
up.
the better.
Okay, so you're just
He's
gonna
allowed to leave.
set them free onto the city with some coin and just say, we'll reach out if we need you.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think Obsidian at least would be happy to chip in like 3 platinum for him.
Yeah. I would feel bad.
This man's gonna live like a king for the week.
Yeah.
As he deserves to for all the things
Yeah.
he's done for us.
All the the turmoil that we went through together.
All right, great.
I don't like that I heard that Anthem was writing there.
I don't know what to do with Prince Eric because I don't want to leave him alone. Because even though it is secure, like there's like a what
He
if.
seemed uncomfortable about the room, the hideout, didn't he?
We're not leaving just yet, right? Me and Zilly? I'm pretty sure.
I mean, I thought that the idea was to leave out early in the morning to start you all's day at the same time. But if you are trying to make plans so that everyone is, since you have your bases more covered, you could do that too.
I think it would be better if we do
Take
things at night.
shifts.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could probably spread rumors at night when people are like in taverns drinking and stuff.
Mhm.
Okay.
Rather than in the morning.
Was the idea not to go by the by the flower shop, the flower base?
I do remember that I wanted to go there, but I cannot remember why I wanted to go there.
Okay, I thought it was just to get more help with spreading said rumors.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, I guess I can do that by myself. If we want to leave the prince
If we
alone.
need to leave somebody with the prince,
I'll stay
Yeah.
behind. It's fine.
Also, question:
Uh-huh.
Do we know where Miles is, or should I try to contact him and be like, "Hey, where are you?"
you know, it's been a while since we last saw Miles, hasn't it?
Yeah, the last time was when we had that one fight. I think.
It was at the manor.
Yeah.
Yeah, with like the party and stuff, where he witnessed
Yeah.
our actions.
Okay, yeah, I think it's justifiable that I try to contact Miles to see where he is, because I still have my stone thingy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, considering I don't have a scene for that, you if you try and reach out to Miles, he
Mhm.
does respond, and if you're just trying to figure out where he is, he actually lets you know that he is in the capital, waiting for reassignment after stepping away from his duties to go and help secure a path back after you guys said you found someone important in the mountains.
Okay. Did I tell him it was Prince Eric? I'm pretty sure, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Sick. Okay. I'm not gonna call him over or anything, but I just wanted to know.
Okay.
There he was. Yeah.
Keep tabs on both your men.
Well, I mean, wow.
Wow.
Sorry,
I-
that's a Yevon dig. That's a Yevon joke.
I just mean, like, if he says he's in the capital awaiting reassignment, that probably means he's at the guild, which is where you guys wanted to go anyways.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what I would assume anyways.
Mhm.
Okay. Well, if that is the case, then let's see.
Nika doesn't just mind sitting there just watching because they're neurotic anyway.
I'm gonna DM you with a funny thought I had the other day.
Okay. So if we are going to have let's get back on this map so I can grab a few tokens. Alright, so if Mika is staying behind to watch Cassiel, as you've named him. Yeah. And while that's going on, let's move Obsidian and Astria so I can quickly grab them. And yeah, we will start with Astria, you guiding. We're gonna start with you guiding Obsidian to the Iron Gate Guild to confront your father and just make sure that the guild themselves are hopefully on your side in all of this.
Yeah.
Why'd you have to phrase it like that?
Jay, listen, someone has, and you know, I don't have their character sheet up right in front of me, but someone's been on the run for quite a while now, with out a word to their family. Letting all kinds of rumors and suspicion fly on their name.
Man, I'm starting to wonder who he's actually talking about now. This is a big /J.
Man, I don't know either. Scratches my
Yeah,
head.
I mean, both of us have been on the run for, man, who knows how long.
Yeah, but I don't know. I can't imagine doing whatever that person did. Looks away, scratches head.
Now, let me see if I can pull up your sheet really quick and just figure out how long you've been on the run.
Whistles as I twiddle my fingers.
Let's see.
Surely he must be talking about Zaylee.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
You guys think Zaylee runs from things? That's crazy.
It's honestly
I
so
run to
funny.
them.
It could be literally anyone. So many people have run away from their problems.
I haven't run away from nothing.
This party really do just be avoidance.
No, I'm seeking out my problems.
If we count for the few months that you were running around with the party, you've been on the run for like almost a year and a half now.
Oh, it's not that bad.
You are also the 6th most wanted person in the country.
Oh, at least it's not the top 5.
Okay, understood. So let's see how that works out for you.
I'll be fine. Probably.
We just gotta put on our best charming faces for this, Astria. Surely, between the two of us, we have a charisma point somewhere.
Father, I'm just a
Where is
baby. I didn't do anything wrong. Pointy fingers. I just drank a little too much.
I just drink too much.
I drank a little too much.
How are you going to
Technically,
explain
you've been
that?
sober. Technically, you've been sober because you can't get drunk anymore.
Yeah, you've been
So you cleaned up
for
well.
the last month and a half.
Yeah.
Okay, so while you're in the, and I know I'm bringing up a lot of things before actually getting you moved. How much? I guess I should ask, if at all. How are you hiding yourself in the capital? Are you hiding at all? Are you just walking out in the streets?
No, I have like a hood on.
We also
Like my-
did dress up last session.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we
Oh,
made
shit.
you into the fucking Garu, fucking, what was her name again?
Dahlia again.
Yeah, Dahlia.
Oh. Okay, yeah.
We also dressed up the prince.
All right, I'm
Yeah,
trying to figure out
remember.
how are you gonna tell your father about this getup that you're in.
Hey, she's beautiful.
I didn't say anything about her beauty.
Hey, Dad, I'm pretty.
Why do you look like a courtesan?
We're practicing for marriage with who?
Oh,
Like Elwick. He's alive, by the way.
that's not how you used to go into that conversation, but okay. Okay. But With Obsidian by your side and Hood up, you both make your way through the streets of the capital, heading up towards the. Now that I have everything in front of me. Okay. So, making your way through the streets of Castromore, you make your way up to about where the gates of the Noble District are. Of course, you know that kind of planted up on a few of the more exposed hills, some of the major guilds have their base of operations, the Iron Gate Guild included. You walk up the long flight of stairs that leads to a stone landing, and the doors of the guild stand in front of you. And I'm just going to get... Well, I'm going to check one more time that I'm not a fool and just don't have my walls turned on, which they are. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and get you guys moved. As you come up to the building, it's not the main guild hall. You know, there's like a separate hall for the main offices when it comes to like the leader of the guild, the main guild commanders, and then their administration options beyond that. And that is where you plan to go in order to see your father. Stop our music here.
Ooh.
I'm just gonna shift this here. Okay, hopefully this is working the way I want it to. I gotta zoom in. All right, just to be sure, everyone can see.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
Double check on
No.
stream. Can you see? All right, cool. Am I giving you guys owls?
Give us owls.
If not owls, then give them rats.
Give us rats.
Rats.
All right.
We need pigeons, if only.
No,
Someday we'll have a pigeon.
I've got ravens and crows, but no pigeons.
I'll take one.
Gotta come up with the eyes for the groups now. You want a raven or a crow? Is that what you said?
I'll take a raven.
A raven?
Be a messenger.
Oh yeah.
A messenger of doom.
Exactly.
All right, good enough for me.
What's my phone vibrating?
Let's shrink them so that they're not super in the way, and then let's give you control. There we go. There is a raven for you. All right. Or did you want a monster or an animal?
I cannot see.
You can't see it.
I don't care.
They don't care.
They just give me anything.
We can share
That's what I
one.
see.
They just want to see. Okay.
Yeah, it could be the same bird. I don't care.
That's a big rat.
There you go.
Oh my god.
This is. Let's give that to Saley. Let's make sure we can see. Let's go here. Turn on vision. Bloop.
Vision.
Vision on. All right, cool.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Save both of those. All right. So you've arrived. And yeah, the administration office of the Iron Gate Guild. There's a little plaque on the door that reads in front of you.
Wait, do I read the plaque or?
Yeah, I mean you can see the plaque in front of you. Now
Oh,
it's just
okay.
a matter of making your way in. Hopefully.
Okay. All right.
We interact and the door is just locked.
I opened the door.
When you open up the door, you see a conversation going on between what seems to be a member of the order, their black and white uniform, just signifying who they are, and one of the attendants for the desk here. A bit more here.
I'm gonna wait until they talk to me first.
So, as you make your way in, the you can tell that the. I'm just gonna start with this. Let's do. Yeah. So as you're making your way in, you can tell that it seems to be a fairly heated conversation, as the attendant says that as the attendant lets them know that if you have anything else that you want to say, I suggest that you put in a formal recognition so you can talk to the guildmaster. Otherwise, he's too busy to talk with the likes of you if you can't get it. And the man, he looks furious, but he doesn't. But as the door kind of closes behind you all, he notices that he's not in a state where he can start saying anything that he wants. And before you all can address him, he's going to try and push his way past you to leave.
Obsidian ain't gonna fight that.
Did I recognize either of them, or?
You do recognize the attendant, but for the guard that's trying to make his way past, or for the order member who's trying to make his way past you, I would need you to give me a intelligence check.
Oh, okay. Intelligence. Where's my intelligence? Oh, there it is. D20 plus 2. D. R. D20 plus 2 is a 22.
Oh my. Okay. That's how it's gonna be today.
Welcome back.
Let's see. So he doesn't seem to be anyone of import, but you do seem to remember his face as one of the guards that you remember Mika having a conversation with at one point.
Oh. Okay, I will not interact with them then.
Okay. So with that, let me just. There we go. So he's going to walk out, and if you guys don't stop him, he is going to completely leave.
Okay, I'm gonna close the door behind me.
Okay. So as you do, you notice that the woman, she takes a breath and composes herself a little bit. She goes, "Welcome to the Iron Gate Administration. My name is Tiffany. How can I help?"
Wait, her name was Tiffany?
Tiffany. Yep.
Tiffany. Hi, Tiffany. Hello. I just have a question. Fuck. Hold on.
Were you about to ask if your father was in?
Yeah. It doesn't help that his name and father both start with an F. So, is Fraudry?
Yep, Fraudry.
Fraudry? Okay, is Fraudry Reverie here today, or?
If you're referring to the guild leader, then yes, he is in. Did you have a meeting with him or reservation, an appointment?
You guys do that?
That they do. That they do.
Well, when would be the earliest time I could meet him?
I can check and see if he's going to be free sometime today. You know, Astria, you're dolled up and you have this this hood on, and you're trying to act like you don't know this person. Can you give me just a? Can you give me a performance check?
Damn. Okay. My performance. I am so good at performing. I have proficiency in performing. It's a +5. It's an 11.
Okay. Let's do. Okay. As you can probably assume, I've got my own rolls, and with what I've just rolled, in the midst of talking to you, you watch as a expression of realization just completely takes over all of Tiffany's expression, and they go, "Wait a second, you," and before she can say anything else, you watch as she immediately tries to reach for something underneath the desk.
No, Tiffany. Tiffany, I promise you. Please, whatever you're about to do, just hold on.
Okay. So, give me a persuasion check.
Persuasion?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. Fuck. Was I ever close with Tiffany?
Yeah, I mean Tiffany's worked here for a while. She's a dark elf. She's worked here for probably as long as the doors have been open.
Oh fuck, that means I've known her since I was a child, huh?
Yep.
Oh, it's an 8.
It's an 8. Okay.
Could I help this situation and perhaps give Astria advantage in any way, shape, or form if I perhaps I don't know, casted calm emotions on Tiffany?
You wanna okay. Let me go look at the wording of calm emotions.
I can put it in the chat if you'd like.
Yeah, if you could.
This is already turning out so bad. The session barely even started.
Okay, so they just need to make a business. All right, let's do this. What's the DC?
16.
16. Understood. Okay, so you watch as your is the spell goes off, and as it goes off, just do this. So the spell goes off, and you watch as Tiffany hesitates for a moment before looking back over to you. You can see a mixture of what you can only assume is anxiety in her eyes, Astria.
Oh. Okay, so she's calm for.
If the spell has worked, she has shifted from hostile to indifferent.
Oh, okay. Tiffany, I know that you know that I am still on the run, but I have something very, very important to talk to with my father. And I promise you that everything that you've heard about me for the past year has been wrong. It has been false. And I need to talk to my father to set things straight. And I need you to help me. I know that it's shocking, but I promise you that nothing will happen to you.
We come here with nothing but the best of intentions.
Okay. So with that, I'm going to say that you've done enough, Obsidian. Astria, go ahead and roll that persuasion again. This will count as your advantage.
Sick. Oh, so I do a 2d20?
Just go ahead and roll again.
Oh, okay. It's an 11.
We're in double digits, baby!
Okay. So I'm going to say with that, she has her eyes locked with you, and after about a moment or so, she answers, and I'm helping the best way I can, and she presses what seems to be a button underneath her desk. And the moment that she does, let me just grab this. The moment that she does, you notice that a black sheen starts taking over all of the windows. And Obsidian, you can hear behind you as the door audibly locks.
Oh.
Obsidian is making the best of efforts to quell whatever anxiety being locked in a room does to him.
Oh no. Oh.
And so when once the building starts entering this lockdown, Tiffany like stands up straight again, retracting from the button a bit, and she goes, she looks at you with this very stern expression, and she says, "Did anyone see you come here?"
I mean, I am in disguise and I am covered, so...
You say that, but if anyone caught wind of you, whether official or not, and decided to come and make a fuss about it. Do you know how much money is on your head?
Did anyone see me?
Retroactive Percepi checks?
I don't know if I have a retroactive Percepi check mercy in my pocket. I
How
was
much
just
is she worth, actually?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
Do you want it? Do you want it in?
You would know.
Do you want it in
He's the
gold or
only one.
platinum?
Gold.
This will be fun.
Start sweating.
Sixth most wanted criminal in the country's gotta be worth something, right?
I mean, she's not even top 5, though.
She is top 10.
You can't be worth that much.
Yeah, surely it's just like 200 gold.
200 gold.
Yeah.
Okay. A real question for you then, since it's nothing to sweat. Which one of you is the richest person in your party right now?
How much money do we have?
It's a good question.
I have 320 platinum, apparently. I never spent it on anything.
I need to pull out my calculator really quick.
That's
Just say it
3,200
in
gold.
platinum. I have 769 platinum.
Jesus Christ. Okay, you
Oh my
double
God.
me.
Obsidian would have 342 platinum.
Okay, so you have 769. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really haven't been spending my money.
I have 337.
I think the last time we spent anything was on that shopping spree in the
The winter.
yeah,
Mhm.
the winter stuff.
Yeah.
And really all I bought was a bag of holding and a ring.
Hmm.
Okay. So, fun fact. At least the two people who would pay attention to this type of thing know that Astria is about as much as the entire guild hall put together. She's got a bounty on her head of 226,000 gold.
Jesus.
Aren't you happy that I'm not driven by greed?
Oh my
Because
god.
I would turn you in so fast.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like they're giving away a national treasure to find you.
Jesus Christ. I'm not even top 5.
Yeah, imagine how much they're worth.
Yeah.
Maybe we should become bounty hunters.
Next campaign.
Fuck.
Yeah, so with that in mind, you recognize the seriousness of Tiffany's expression as she reiterates the question. Are you or are you not sure that anyone saw you come here?
I am not sure. Oh no.
How quickly she folded.
I don't think we are all that sure.
Okay. Then with that, the building will have to stay on lockdown until I figure out a way to get you out of here, or at least can secure the area. I'm assuming you still know the way to your father's office.
Do I? Does Astria remember?
Yes.
only been a year.
Unless the spouts of drunken behavior have erased your memory, he should
Oh,
be
God.
the last door at the end of the hall.
Last already out of the hall. Okay. Yes, I remember where my father's office is.
Okay. She gives a sigh before her expression softens a little bit, and she reaches under the desk, and you hear another button click, and it's an audible click from this door here as it unlocks.
Sick. Thank you, Tiffany.
Just be careful,
I will repay
Astria.
you.
It's been a long time since you've been home.
I will definitely repay you one way or another.
Thank you for the help.
Tiffany gives one final nod before sitting back down, and as you start to leave, you notice that there's a glow coming from underneath the desk now as she starts shifting and moving a few things.
Oh, something glowing?
Yeah, you notice that there's something glowing underneath the desk.
Can I try to figure out what it is?
Yeah, give me a perception check.
Okay. Perception. +4. +4. That's an 8. Wow. Why am I rolling so bad?
You spent all your luck on that natural
That
20 earlier.
On that one nat 20.
That's so sad.
When you try and glance back at the glowing, whatever it is tucked too far underneath the desk. You just know that whatever it is, it's not super bright, but it's enough in this dark room to emit enough light for it to be flashy.
Okay. Well, we'll keep going then.
Okay. Yeah, so as you make your way down this memorable hallway, Astria, it strikes you that this is probably not that you look bad, but this is probably the most dressed down state you've ever been in inside of this place. You're usually in full uniform, without much of anything else going on. And as you actually pass by Obsidian, you're actually the first one to notice. This is Astria walks right by it. There's a plaque on the wall next to the door that says Vice Guild Leader Astria Merview.
Yeah, I think Obsidian would kind of do a double take at that and give it a once over. Is there like a portrait of Astria to signify who that person is, or
The real question is, would you recognize them?
probably not, but you know, the name connected with having traveled with them for these past few months, I think would at least be enough.
Yeah, so I mean, you see Astria's first name there, and you see what looks like a small portrait of a it's really more of a small painting, but you see what looks to be a bust of Astria with her hair pulled up, the top ends of what seems to be like a uniform, a silver brass with the guild's emblem on the collar, and a sense of order that you haven't seen in Astria at all since you've known them.
Oh, wow.
What's up?
Sorry, this portrait of you on the wall, it's way more impressive than I would have thought based off the way you've described. I'm sorry, I think I was making assumptions on your upbringing.
Oh yeah. Astria turns around and looks at her office and eventually her painting.
Yeah, you see the door to your old office, the little plaque with your name on it. Next to it, that portrait of yourself.
Yeah, it's It's been a little bit of a while. I don't know if I would go back to this look though. Not gonna lie.
I mean, that's fair. It feels a little stuffy, at least for the you that we know now.
Yeah, I don't think I would see myself in those clothes ever again, even if my father tried to push me in it.
Did your family found this guild?
Does Astria know if?
Yes, this would be common knowledge for Astria. Astria, this guild is not old, in any sense of the word. While they have definitely grown, at a super fast pace, your father is actually the founder of this place.
Okay. Yes, my father was the one who funded this guild, and I became the vice chief under him.
Well, perhaps this is a little belated, all things considered, but that's really impressive, actually, and I'd offer you my congratulations if things end favorably with you still even wanting to come back to this.
I do miss doing this kind of work. I liked being the vice chief for the Iron Guild, but I guess it just depends if, my father chooses to trust me, which I hope he does.
I think he will. At the very least, it seems like if Tiffany's an example of anything, the people here really do still care about you.
Yeah. I think maybe my office, well, at least my plaque being untouched kind of goes to show, huh?
Yeah, that's one great way of thinking about it.
Okay. No time to dwell. We have to talk to my father, hope that things go well, and then maybe I'll check my office to see if anyone ransacked anything, and yeah.
Hey, if nothing else, at least rummaging around through old memories would be a great way to decompress after whatever this conversation's about to be.
That's true, you're right. Okay, Astria's gonna walk towards father's office. Just takes a big breath and then opens the door. Oh, never mind, it's locked. Never mind.
I think Obsidian would be reaching to give you a pat on the back, but then, oh god, the door's locked.
Actually, his hands are sweaty.
Maybe take a second to breathe, and then, we can just knock.
Astria knocks the door.
Okay. You knock, and after a few moments, you hear a familiar voice come through, and it says, "Who is it?"
He knows that the building is on lockdown, right?
Yeah, everyone in the building is in until he gives the word to be out.
Okay. Father, It's Astria. Please open the door.
There's a few more moments of silence before you hear his voice, even in a lower tone. It just carries through the room, and he says, "Miles, get the door."
Oh, sick! Oh my god!
It's a 2-for-1.
See if I've got the right. There we go. Miles opens up the door, and the first thing you notice, Miles has a. He looks like he's trying to hold back both a grin and this fearful look at the same time. He's like trying to speak to you with his eyes, as he kind of like stands just enough in the way that you have to pause for a moment before making your way in.
Insight?
Yeah, go ahead and roll an insight.
Insight. Yeah. Yo, I got a +8 on insight. Sick.
Obsidian's proficient and wisdom based. But you're also wisdom based. Look at you with a +8 too. Get out of here.
Yay!
So both of you look at Miles, and you both get the idea that Miles might have an idea about how this conversation is about to go, but you're pretty much locked in with the issue now, and he has no choice but to step out of the way, and I'll let you both answer.
Father, I have a lot of things to say to you.
When you start to approach your father, you can see, even though it's only been a year, he seems to have aged quite a bit. He's still wearing his eye patch. He still wears his armor. It's as if it's his first day on the job. He's always been a man of routine and regiment, and he's got this look that you can only. It's actually kind of hard to place. You're not sure if he's angry or disappointed. It definitely is not a happy look, as he looks you square in the eye, and if you have things to say, then come up and say them. No one taught you how to talk from the back of the room.
Astria very slowly, very cautiously, very nervously walks to the front of the table.
I think Obsidian is going to purposefully sort of stay about this far away, both as a show of respect for this being much more of a private conversation, but also to maintain a close enough distance to hopefully support Astria as needed.
Okay. As you approach, Reverie sits up in his chair just a bit. You can see, kind of sitting in front of him are just what seem to be scrolls and deeds, contracts upon contracts of people reaching out to him for this reason or that reason. But when he locks eyes with you, he says, "So, I would have thought that your eyesight had left you. Tell me, can you see properly?
Is this a metaphorical question? What the fuck?
Oh, you know your father is a very literal person.
Oh. No, Father. My eyesight has not left me, and I can see.
And somehow you lost your way in coming home for a year.
I had no choice. I had to run. When it was not my fault. When I did nothing wrong. But everyone was after me, and I didn't want to put you in danger.
Give me a just give me a how. Oh, I guess first I should ask how honest of an answer is that?
Like me saying like I didn't do anything wrong?
No, that your first thought was to run as to not put anyone in the guild in danger.
Okay. I think what Astria's mind like went through when that certain situation happened was she had to run away, but I wouldn't say it was like her first thought of her like not wanting to run to the guild because she's scared of putting them in danger, but I think she would like have it in the back of her mind that like if like she or like ran to hide in the guild, it would put people in danger, but it wouldn't be like something that she's like concerned about the most, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yep. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
What should I make?
Oh no, you're fine. I just wanted to,
okay.
to get a bit more of an understanding because it influences how your father would respond, which is with anger, as he goes. God damn it, girl! That is not your choice to make. This is my guild. You are my family. I don't care what nobles come here looking for you. They would have found themselves on the floor before anything happened to you. But you... Your father settles himself back down. It's neither here nor there. You had things you wanted to share them.
She was about to tear up. Because she really cares about her dad. And hearing that he wouldn't like care if she was wanted and hiding would make her very emotional. But she composes herself, and she proceeds to tell him everything about what's happened in the past 1 year, from basically saying what happened with Prince Eric was a total lie, and that he is currently alive and he is with like her, like her party, and that the people who are kind of like in suspicion of like Prince Eric's hiding is the uncle and the cousin and the family.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So you share that, and as that gets shared, he nods along as he. You can definitely see the gears turning as he takes in your words, and he finally says, "Leave it to royal family infighting to start dragging in people. Are you still using the hideouts in the capital?"
Yes, I am.
At least you were smart enough to cover your tracks in and out. Of course, you had to wonder how they kept getting restocked after someone kept plundering them over and over.
My apologies.
You don't have to apologize, you silly girl. A lot of people came looking for you in the days that passed. Of course, they can't hide it from the very people doing the protecting, but we knew that Prince Eric was gone for a while. No one wanted to give word on whether we should be searching or simply lying about his death. But I figured after you didn't come back and they started to poke around about your whereabouts, I'd simply let them know they could either tarnish my guild's name and be done with it, or they could leave me be and hope for the moment that you decided to come back home, if that is what you decided to do. I think they decided to leave us alone because they knew that the moment that I was no longer under the obligation to protect them, I would be in the best position to cause them harm. And of course, let me cover your tracks just a bit more too. Hiding under their nose was smart.
It wasn't easy.
You look tired.
Yeah. It's been a lot. Like Astria remembers her drinking problems. That sounds so cheesy. She remembers her drinking problems.
Well, something tells me that you're going to get a lot busier. Considering that if Prince Eric is with you and you all are still in hiding, you have a plan moving forward, correct?
Yes. Two of my party members will be going around spreading rumors at the night to kind of make the public aware of what's really happening.
Turning the populace against them is a good start. Well, I assume if they're out doing that, and you're here, that means outside of simply coming to tell me how sorry you are about not coming to ask for my help, that you still at least need help. So how can I help you?
Were we planning on like asking him to persuade people, or was that not part of the plan?
We were asking him to help you protect the prince, besides just keeping him in this safe house. Because
The prince was going to be in need of protection, especially once he started making his
debut.
aliveness known. And the four of us cannot do that on our own.
We're strong, but not that strong.
Okay, like when you guys start spreading the rumors and
we march on the capital, basically.
We march on the capital, and we're gonna need like the Iron Guild's help to like secure the prince's safety.
Yeah.
Okay, sick. I need your help in securing Prince Eric's safety while my party and I are going to march into the capital. We need to make sure that he is safe, and by the time that the rumors come around, I am pretty sure he will be in very, very grave danger.
That we can do. Securing his safety is one thing. If we go by the type of security that he needed before and move that closer to how we protect the king, then it should be easy enough to cover most of his bases while he's out in the street, especially if he needs to start addressing the public. Until then, though, I would say that as the rumors start to spread, you continue using the safe house. Discreet, so long as no one's actively looking for you, well, which no one should know that the prince is out in the streets yet, then you should be safe. No one's managed to find you up until this point, at least. I'll of course make sure that the streets are clear the moment that you all decide to make that final push to the capital, and you will have people inside of the palace ready to take your side should things go south. But if they do, you, your party, the prince, come here. This place is a fortress despite the way that it looks from the outside. If I really wanted no one to get in, no one could get in.
Understood, Father.
Good.
Thank you for your help.
I'm just happy you remembered to come and ask for help. It was good knowing that you were out there at least trying to take care of yourself. A year of listening to those nobles drag my daughter's name through the mud. Let's just say that I've learned a lot about controlling my temper.
Yeah, and I know you, Dad.
Still, you've missed some time, and a lot of people here have. Your father struggles to express himself a little bit, you can tell. A lot of people missed you. There are a few things in what was your office, that they left hoping that you would come back and get. You should grab them, use them to keep yourself and the prince safe. And he finally reaches, he opens up a drawer that's in front of him and he reaches in and he tosses you a small a small bracelet. And he says, "You should take that and use it. It's got 2 functions. The first one will let you reach out to me. It's not as nice as the stones are, but it can't be interfered with. So whether something's trying to block it or you even think magic can't be used, if you use it, you will find me. The second one will keep you safe, at least once. I mean, it's the type of safety that kings would pay a fortune for. It's something I wish you had had that night when all of this happened."
Thank you, Dad, for still caring about me, even though I didn't run home first.
You're a silly girl. You are infuriating. But you care about people and you're good at your job, but most of all, and he locks eyes with you, you are mine. And no one messes with my blood. Be them royal or monster. You are Merview. You fight with fire. Your fists are iron. And most of all, you cannot be broken.
Ashria has tears rolling down her face. Me too. My tears are also rolling down my face. She's gonna like small tears that are like running down her face turn into like really big ones, and she runs around the table and then gives her father a hug.
This is why you're still a silly girl. You come home when you feel like this, and I'm always going to be here.
Ashria says nothing and continues to sob like a baby, as if she never really grew from the past.
Damn, is someone cutting onions in here?
Obsidian's just watching all this.
He's been very patient, very mindful, very demure, listening, and as it's getting closer and closer to an emotional point of genuine bonding with family, I think he's just kind of wiping at the corners of his eyes while turning his head to look over his shoulder at Miles.
You can, when you look over at Miles has very strong tears. He's like stone faced, but he's got like tears just going down his eyes.
I just give him a very, bro nod.
And he gives you a man's nod. Tears just fall off his face.
Mm-hmm.
But outside of that, unless you all have anything else to share, you've definitely garnered the support of the Iron Gate Guild. A guild that was never really not on your side.
Not necessarily anything to share, but more a technical question. How are we getting out of here?
Did you ask that, or are you just trying to figure that out as a player?
Yes to both. It's probably a question that comes after several minutes of this hug from Obsidian, but it's more so Yevon first and foremost wondering.
Well, I'll say both out of character and in character. When the question gets brought up, Fraudry makes it clear that the moment you climbed the stairs to come onto the Iron Gate Guild premises, which is like a fairly large part of the city, the moment you came onto this premises, there was no one with the power in the city besides the royal guard, maybe, who would have the forces to come and find you. You'll be able to walk away whenever you want.
Okay, that's very good to know.
That is very good to know. Yes, I don't think I'm used to such liberties. Thank you.
Now she gets off her dad. Yeah, I'll go to my office, see what I need, and then I'll go check on Prince Eric to see how he's doing.
He gives a nod and says, when you're ready to move, simply let me know via the bracelet, and I'll have the streets clear for you.
Thank you, Dad.
Of course.
Alright. Let's go, Obsidian.
Yeah.
And walks up to Miles. Thank you, Miles.
It's good to
Your
have
company
you.
really helped.
Oh, what can I say? I would never have you anywhere else. It's good to have you home.
That's what Tiffany said too. I thought it was funny.
What can I say? The guild looks after its own.
Yeah. I missed everyone. Alright. I will catch you later, Miles. If I need anything, I will use the stone.
He gives a nod, and as you leave, you hear Fraudry speak up, and he goes, "Now, Miles, let's have a conversation about how my daughter has a stone and how I didn't hear about this first." You can see, despite Miles being a much bigger man than Fraudry is, you can see the absolute fear on Miles' face.
Good luck, man.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Miles. I'll see you later.
Yup.
Ruh-roh.
Do you think he's gonna get out of there alive?
Yeah, that's a really good question. I don't know. Wow. Does Astria see if like her office has been changed at all?
When you walk in, a lot of your office actually seems to be in the state that you left it. You see that there are over in the corner, you see what seems to be like a training dummy with a metal hat on it. On your desk, you see a journal that you were using to document the prince's activities throughout the day. Just keeping their itinerary in line. and you see these leather bracers that used to be a part of your just normal uniform. The only thing that actually seems out of place is to your right. You actually see your what was just a set of tables that you were using as a spare desk. You see what seems to be two presents and a display case that wasn't there before.
Ooh, is there anything in the display case or no?
Yes. Inside of the display case seems to be a pair of knuckles.
Oh. Alright, Ashia's gonna go reach for the knuckles in the display case.
Okay. So when you go and open up the knuckles, or open the display case to see the knuckles, you see that they seem to be steel knuckles that wrap around your fingers, and they are tipped at the edge with what seem to be serrated blades.
I am definitely taking those. I'm gonna put them in my bag.
Yep. I've got to write them down, but essentially they are +2 tiger knuckles, and they not only give you the ability to add either piercing or slashing damage to your attacks, they have the light property, so you can use them as a monk. Their big property, though, is that once you use them, they actually prevent a enemy from being able to heal until the bleeding is stopped.
Ah, okay.
Even with magical healing. I should point that out.
Okay. So you prevent enemy from healing until they stop bleeding?
Until they stop bleeding.
Okay.
So they have to have like a medicine kit or make a medicine check on themselves to stop the bleeding before they can actually use any type of magical healing.
I see.
That's dastardly.
Cool. Yay! I'm taking that. That's mine now.
Okay. But outside of that, there are two more gifts wrapped there for you.
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and open those up too.
Okay. Let me just grab these from my notes. They are tucked far away.
Also, I actually had to go to the bathroom.
Yeah, that's fine.
I didn't want to go during that emotional moment.
You can go ahead and use the restroom. I'll have this ready when you
Okay.
get back.
I'll be sick.
While they're away, is everyone else doing all right? Just making sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. I actually need to go to the bathroom too.
Okay, we'll take like a 5-minute break if you guys want to go run to the restrooms.
we whispering?
I don't know. I just felt it was the right thing to do.
You know, that's completely fair. I can't really blame you. I feel like we're on the edge of some tension that might be happening soon. It's been too good so far.
Something bad's gonna happen.
Okay, hi. I am so back.
Welcome back.
Yay! Yippee! I'm ready to open my presents.
Okay.
It's Christmas.
It's Christmas.
So when you open up the first one, it actually just both of them are just gifted from the guild. They don't have a particular name attached to them. When you open up the first one, you see what seems to be a red, what seems to be a red tassel charm, like one you would just simply clip onto your clothing.
Aww.
This is a retaliation charm.
Oh. Retaliation charm?
Mhm.
Like.
So what the retaliation charm does is, whenever you are hit for an attack, that would do more than half of your HP in damage, the charm gains exactly 1 charge. On any attack afterwards, you can choose to expend that charge on an attack that hits to apply however much damage equal to half of your HP as damage.
Oh. Wait, so, okay, that's when I get hit with an attack whose damage is larger than my HP, or?
Larger than half. So your HP
Larger
right
than half,
now.
okay.
Your HP right now is 79. So if you got hit by an attack that did 40 damage, that charm would gain a charge. And then on any attack that you decide to dish out at that point, if it hits, you can choose to spend that charge and deal 40 points of damage.
I see. Okay. That's so cool.
I don't like what Yoon just put in the chat. I'm just putting that out there. That's scary. Like, I see the gears turning, but that is... Yikes.
Sorry, I'm writing that information down so I remember.
No, you're fine. And then when you're ready, just let me know and I'll give you your last one.
Mm-hmm. Sure. Okay, cool. I got it.
Okay. The last item inside of the casing seems to be another bracelet, one that's meant to go onto your wrist or onto your ankle, however you want it. But this is a flowing strike bracelet. It essentially is meant for a monk. What it allows is if you're using any unarmed strike, I messed this all up. This thing has 3 charges. These charges refresh at dawn. Anytime you use an unarmed strike, you can use one of these charges to turn that strike into a ranged attack that has a 30-foot range on it.
Oh my god. Okay. So... Okay. And I could just be like, I'm gonna use my throwing strike charge and then beat someone up within 30 feet.
Yep.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Cool. Wait, what? Okay, if I hit using like my tiger knuckles, does that count as an arm strike?
Yes, they work just like a monk weapon would.
Oh, okay.
Now, if the question is do they stack with your flowing charm, they do not. They have to actually cut whoever they're attacking.
Oh, like the tassel charm that I also got, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, all I mean to say is that your tiger claws, they have to actually make contact in order to cut them, to have their effect for not being able to heal.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. So they're not going to work with your flowing strike that allows you to strike at a distance.
Okay. I see. Okay. Can you sell 2 1. Okay, cool. Sick. Got it.
Alrighty. Yeah, and those are the 3 items that were at least out of place in the office that is otherwise exactly how you left it.
Okay. I got some pretty useful stuff from here. Definitely gonna bring those. I got a lot of good presents, so I don't know if I should, like, double check. I think I'm still gonna search around the office, regardless, to see whether I should bring anything important.
Okay. Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Okay. It's 2. A 17.
17. Okay. You search around your office, and most of everything is exactly how you left it, down to like even the notes on how to act in front of certain nobles, if you ever had to guard them. One thing that there are a few things that seem to be out of place. That could have just been anyone who would needed them, such as just a listing of other guards that should be on duty during rotation when it comes to the prince's safety. Listings of safe houses that it was your turn to restock whenever that time came. You check the dates on it. This listing is like months old. But just things that are out of place, but wouldn't be out of the ordinary for someone to look for in your office, especially with you not here to fulfill your duties anymore.
Would I have like any like records of like which guard is like sent to like the castle or something?
It's not something you'd find in your office, considering how long you've been away. It's information that you could probably get your hands on, but you're not sure which guard from the guild would be guarding any noble in the castle, or would just be in the castle at any given time.
Okay. I see. And my father did say that they will support me when we go in there, so it should be okay.
Yep, that is what he said.
Okay. I think in that case, I'm good with searching around.
Okay. Obsidian, you doing anything?
You know, I think if anything, Obsidian would just be taking cursory glances around the room, more so looking at things like the spines of the books that are here, and not really a whole lot of intrusion, so to speak, because I think he acknowledges that this isn't his space.
Gotcha.
Oh, actually, maybe I want to take that journal back of Prince Eric's itinerary. More so for personal.
Yes. So when you take up the journal, and as you take it, you flip it open just to like check and see if there's anything that might have been of note, and you can see written next to his itinerary, like, you know, go and do this, have a meeting with this person, be out of there by this time to go to this meeting. And you see next to it, you have little notes scribbled down of just your own personal thoughts throughout of it.
Ooh, what did they say?
This is a younger you. You've been with Prince Eric for a while now as their guard before everything happened, and it's just small things that range all the way from can't believe I have to guard a prince, very snooty, very uppity, to, and you can watch from the very beginning your slow fall for the prince in order. You know, all the way to like, you know, stupid prince has a cute smile. You know.
Would Astria be audibly giggling like that about this?
Well, she probably wouldn't be like audibly giggling, but like she would have like this stupid grin on her face.
I think catching even just the slightest glimpse of that grin, Obsidian would instinctively take a peek over your shoulder to see what's got Astria genuinely so happy.
Do you want to read this whole journal?
I don't need to. This entry here seems to be plenty of an explanation.
Yeah.
You really like him, don't you?
I do. I'm glad he likes me back.
I'm very glad to hear that. All things considered, you deserve this much happiness.
Yeah. I should bring this back with me. I'm just sure it's
Well, that's a choice. I would be curious to see his reaction.
Do you think he'll stop liking me once he reads this?
If he does, then I don't think he would have been worth liking in the first place, Astria.
Aww. You're too nice to me, Obsidian. Even after all the rum I drank. All the barrels we had to carry.
Well, far be it from me to not want to look after the people that matter most to me.
Astria puts the journal in her bag. And then she's ready to go.
Totally did not click on the door by accident there.
Oh shit. Let's close on the door too. Gonna lock myself in this office. Yay.
Okay.
Right. Well, Tiffany? It went better than I expected. I'm very glad to be back here.
Well, I'm glad that all things considered that it seems that we'll be seeing more of you. You don't plan on going missing for another year, do you?
No, definitely not.
Good. And she presses another button. She presses another button underneath the desk, and you slowly watch as the magical glow that was on the door finally lifts, and the magical darkness that shaded all of the windows lifts as well as the building comes off of lockdown.
Hey, were there guards outside that door before?
No. When you look outside of the door, you see what seem to be guards posted at every window and every door, all holding spears with banners like taped off the top of them, and each banner is holding the sigil for the Iron Gate Guild on it.
Oh, thank goodness.
Fuck.
The fucking fear of God you've put in us.
Like they're waiting for the other shoe to fall or something. I got them shook in here. I didn't even do anything.
Listen, with the trust issues you've given us,
On a rate, on a scale from 1 to 10, how devastated would you feel? Someone close to you betrayed you.
Well, you know what? You no one's betrayed you. Aren't you happy?
I'm so happy. I'm so happy. I reunited with my dad, my family friends. The entire guild is protecting me. I feel great.
I mean, you've not stepped out of the building yet. It could still turn.
I was gonna say, yeah, let's wait until we are safely at the safe house.
I was gonna see all the alcoholism was worth
All the alcoholism was worth this.
Well, Tiffany, thank you for trusting in me. I'm glad to be back, and I will definitely be back in here no time soon.
Sorry about the magic, by the way. No hard feelings.
No hard feelings.
She'll remember this.
Up in the corner, Tiffany will remember this.
Somebody will remember this. Alright. I will get out of the door.
Okay. You both step out, and I think you said you were going to just try and make your way back to the safe house.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stealthily?
Stealthily? Yeah.
Okay, so I've got no problem with you rolling stealth. Just let me know. Are we trying to simply walk in the midst of just the city crowds and just hope not to be spotted, using them as cover, or are you actually looking to take like back roads back to the safe house?
Probably. I think blending with the crowd should be okay. Cause I imagine Astria is like already like putting her hood back up like as soon as like she's walking out the door. And she's prepared to like blend in with everyone.
Okay. So yeah, both of you go ahead and roll me a stealth check.
I am so sorry for bringing this average down.
It is okay.
Yep. That's what I was waiting for.
Oh, I have an 18.
Okay.
You know, there's really no hiding obsidian at this point. This is fine.
Okay. So both of you make your way with a relative quickness back to the safe house. As you keep an eye out, no one seems to give you much pause or anything at all. There are plenty of people walking around, maybe not with obsidian stature, but hooded women making their way through town, just trying to get their shopping done or the like. Doesn't raise an eyebrow, and you get back to the safe house without issue. And I'm just gonna do this here so you guys have an idea of how this was going to look. Right, chat, I got you. So over here is where your guild was, and I'm gonna shift you right back over here, where I'm also going to say obviously Prince Eric is, and if I can grab their token, where Mika is. And that is back over here.
Yay.
All right. And then while that's happening, we are going to go and check in on Zaylee. Zaylee, you were in the midst of heading over to a certain flower shop, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. close all of that. And do this. Let's grab my flower shop music. All right, so making your way to the Capital's flower shop, you waste no time getting through the pleasantries and making your way back down into the lair for ambition known as capital interest. And I'm going to grab your token wherever it was hiding from me. This, make your way down there, and you know what probably isn't uncommon to see down here? Rats. All of the rats.
Rats. We are the rats. Going here for another birthday bash. Michael, it is your birthday today.
Where did you hide your rat? What's reading this fucking book?
I was eating paper.
Eating paper. Let's do snap. This and that. This one should be that and that. Alright, cool. And I'm just gonna get you moved. Okay. So making your way down the ladder, obviously you've been here before. You know that to go and speak with Radial, you just have to make your way through the little corridors and make sure to get your point across that the rumors you're going to share need to reach the entire city.
Okay. Where am I going?
That's a good question. Where are you going?
There are no door symbols anywhere, so I don't know.
Oh, this is because this is a very old map. Oh, God. How do I... Alright. I'm going to do this so I don't have to embarrass myself in chat. Scroll up. Now chat can't see. And I'm just going to start ripping things away really quick. Lighting.
I'm like, I see 2 lanterns and a bar?
Nope, things are just very old. Alright. Got rid of all of those. Yes. Not that. I need doors. Door.
Ah.
And then give me just one more second.
Yeah.
Place door. Door. Okay. Let me just fix. Okay. If anything else is messed up, then just let me know. But otherwise, you should be able to proceed. man. They're just opening up all the doors.
Yeah, I mean, I came down here. I'm assuming I talked to somebody above. So,
No. You did.
Rats.
Yeah, I just let myself in. I'm here to talk business.
Yeah.
Who is this?
This is someone that you met last time. He's part of the security for this particular place. His name is Marco.
Marco. Okay. Who did I speak to up above? Just a random person running the store?
Yep,
or-
just someone who is running the store. That's their only job, is running the store.
Okay. Hello, darling.
Yes, ma'am.
Radio wouldn't happen to be in their office, would they?
As far as I know, they were seeing to some business from a visitor, but you should be able to catch them in in the side room with the grate.
All right. They're not speaking to anybody at the moment?
Nope, should be free.
Oh, well, thank you very much. Is it just this door? Do I just go this way?
Yep, it would just be that door.
Man, this place sure does like their hallways.
Yep, hallways are pretty great, aren't they?
Oh my fucking god, it's another hallway.
Yep, you're trapped forever.
Do I know where I'm going?
Yep. Zaylee, when you get about there, you hear what seems to be like sobbing, like body racking sobs.
Coming from where?
Coming from if I can, that way.
Okay. Which direction am I heading?
The same way.
Oh, cool. Well, then it doesn't look like I'm snooping then, huh? I perk up at the sound of sobbing. I'm so curious.
When you get about there, you hear a scream.
Oh. Coming from the same direction?
Yep, same direction.
Sound like the same voice that was crying?
Yep, sounds like it. When you get about there, you can actually, as you continue walking, a lot of the sounds either being amplified or muffled by the stone around you. You see seeping out of one of the metal doors, or seeping out from underneath one of the metal doors, a fairly large amount of blood.
Ah, okay. I see what's going on here. Hard at work, it seems. Has the crying stopped?
Yes, it has.
Yeah, okay. Tra-la-la-la-la-la.
Tra-la-la-la-la.
That's no business of mine. Is this an office door or is this another hallway?
That is an office door.
I give it a courtesy knock before opening it.
Okay. When you step in, you see sitting at the table is Radial.
Well, good morning, my darling Radial.
A sweet hummingbird graces me with their presence. How are you, Zaylee?
Zaylee just makes herself at home, sits down, crosses her leg. I'm doing fantastic. As you can guess, I have a lot of things to discuss. After all, I came all this way.
Oh, that's good. The ambition was actually waiting for you to check in, as I have a few things to share myself.
Oh, really? Might we start with that then?
Well, if you're so eager. First things first, your little equinox problem. Well, I know. Well, someone passed along where they might be.
I see. Like the location of business, or just where they happen to be at the moment?
Well, it seems that one of them turned coat and started giving away the position of a few people that they had in very precarious locations, in various positions with titles. I don't know which one might have the answers that you need, but most of them seem to be tied up with minor. Most of them seem to be tied up with minor lords, all on the northern side of the Ebonics Convergence.
Well, isn't that interesting? That is out of character. That is around the area of the forest, isn't it?
Yep. Yes,
Okay, cool. Zaylee looks very delighted.
Well, this will be
That
something.
is
Sorry, go ahead.
most useful indeed.
I'm glad you think so. And this is something I'll write up for you later, but she
Yes.
reaches into her desk and she pulls out a small scroll and slides it across to you. She goes, "There you are, a collection of names of various towns that might have a mayor or even a small count. And then people who may or may not have some answers to questions you might be able to ask them, as long as you ask nicely."
Oh, well, I always ask nicely.
Of course you do. And I'm sure they'll be happy to help in whatever endeavors you are willing to get your hands into.
Oh, I'm so certain. They'll be delighted to see my face. Okay, she takes this list and happily tucks it away. Speaking of turning on themselves, have you heard about what was her name? Ilfine?
The Ambition hasn't had any word from Ilfine in quite a while, but knowing that, it either means she's found employment somewhere else or has unfortunately passed away.
Well, I can attest to the second part.
Really now?
She decided to be a double agent.
That doesn't seem like a smart thing to do, considering the range of the Ambition.
Well, she thought that the range of the Equinox would be even greater, I suppose.
Well, one should know that all that glitters is not gold. Something Ilfine should have learned a while ago.
Oh, but alas, such lessons are beyond her now.
Whatever life she lives in the next one, may it be better. At least,
May it be a humble one.
hopefully a smarter one.
Well, I have a request to make.
Okay. I'm more than happy to take in any requests.
I would like to start circulating some rumors around the capital as quickly as possible.
Oh, so a request I can act on personally. Now you have my attention.
Yes, you see, I've heard a lot of interesting things lately. Namely, things involving the crown.
Ooh, so juicy secrets. Okay. You watch as she pulls out a just a small little scratch pad, along with a pen, and just starts gets ready to jot things down. So, things with the crown.
Mm-hmm.
Now, hopefully, this isn't dirt on that Caspian boy. He's already got himself a long list of things that people wouldn't be fazed if they heard he was involved in.
Well, I can't say he's not involved. However, this is much bigger than just him. Like, for instance, the missing prince? If that's of any interest to you.
That's, of course, of interest to the entire nation. Missing Prince Eric.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say missing? I meant sick.
Well, you and I both know that as much as they want to keep a wrap on this whole thing, the first person to find out was more than likely the Duke of Kissfire and his people talk and. But as far as I know, no one's been able to come across the poor lad.
Well, he might have turned up in a river. Alive.
Alive? You watch as she writes the word alive and underlines it like twice.
I hear that he was taken in by some nomads and nursed back to health and might just be trying to make his return.
A prince meant to be sick was actually missing and now thinks to take back his rightful place.
Mm-hmm. Now, who do you think that benefits?
Well, let's see.
Or rather, his missing status would have benefited.
Well, if I can only take a guess, then it's more than likely his ill-witted cousin, who is now crown prince.
But my darling, we have to look bigger picture, don't we? The crown prince is, quite the title, however, carries very little power in the meanwhile. But who does have power?
Oh, the only person with more power than the crown prince would be the king himself.
Who I heard has been riddled bedsick with worry over his darling son.
Well, if the rumors are to be believed, he is much closer to his son in actual ailment. But who knows if that's the truth?
Well, I might have come across some interesting documents. Some letters between our current crown prince and his father.
Now that would be a tale.
Letters talking about how he might be in more power now than even the king himself.
A bold statement. One that I'm sure he wouldn't want other nobles to hear about.
Certainly not. Why, one might accuse him of trying to usurp the throne.
Treason in the highest degree.
But it's all hearsay. Who's to say whether it's true or not? Whispers in the wind.
Let's see. Well, if these things were to circulate throughout the capital, it'd only be a matter of time before the guard and even royalty would hear of it. They'd have to address it.
Wouldn't it be a shame if they found out before week's end? I mean, think of all the things that could happen at the end of the week. Why, the prince might show up.
that would be the actual event of the year. Bedridden prince, not seen for over a year, thought to be on his deathbed, suddenly appears in the middle of the city, healthy and angry at his disposition.
Certainly would be on the headlines, wouldn't it? Talk of the town.
I could have every crier from here to the Braille Expanse speaking about this.
I would love to hear it.
Well then, I say a week's amount of time should at least have the entire capital buzzing with excitement.
That's all I ask.
Some things I certainly can do. But will you and yours be good or be safe until then? I don't think they'd stand still once they get word of this.
Honestly, I don't plan for them to. I almost welcome them doing anything about it. Confront us, if you will. It'll only expedite things.
Okay. Well, you might get your wish, and it's with that she goes and brings out one more document and slides it over the desk at you, and she says, This came in a few days ago.
Curiously perks her brow, takes a look.
It's a request filled out by an ambition agent taking on at least putting in the word that a certain someone was willing to pay for a job to be done.
Okay. What kind of job we talking about?
We're talking about just removing someone from the census.
Alright, so I'm used to seeing this kind of documentation.
Yes, you are. But
Usually I'm the one executing it.
That is very true, which is why it surprises you to see a few familiar names written on the target list.
Okay. What are we looking at here?
1 second. Okay. The first and foremost, top of the list, someone wants a Mikhail Duskgazer dead.
I fucking knew it.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
This here.
This is totally surprising, and I didn't expect this at all.
Someone wants an Ashton Sterling dead.
Okay, so Mika and my dad.
And she points to the very last name. Someone wants you dead.
Important question.
Mhm.
What name does it have down for me?
It actually only pins the hummingbird Zaylee.
Okay. Zaylee looks at this paper and she starts laughing. Oh, they're getting quite bold, aren't they?
To come to someone's place of work and ask you to terminate an employee. It's a first for me, personally.
Well, I do appreciate you letting me in on the know.
Oh, of course.
I don't suppose you'd be in the position to be able to disclose who put this in, would you?
Go and grab a different screen here.
Because if I'm being completely honest, seeing Ashton Sterling on a hit list, this isn't the first one I've seen.
I thought I had uploaded this so I could show it, but apparently not.
Whoop, whoop.
This. There we go. They'll go, no. Just someone who said that they were doing it on behalf of a V.
A V. Yep, that makes sense.
Oh, does it now? I thought someone was talking in riddles.
No, you see, I'm pretty sure that's the same person who made the other hit list I have.
That means you either got in this person's way or you went out of your way to piss them off.
Maybe both. She doesn't at all seem displeased at this either.
Well, in either case, obviously we did not take the job, but that doesn't mean she might not have found someone else who was willing to.
Yep. Knowing her, she probably frickin' double booked this job. Probably knowing you wouldn't take it.
Well, if she knows that we wouldn't take it, that means that she was at least, informed enough to know that you might be working with us.
Honestly, I wouldn't be too surprised if this was less of a job for you all to do and more of a warning for me.
Well, aiming at you through us, I wouldn't say was the smartest idea. If only because we don't take very well to being threatened.
We do not.
In either case, the person who put in the request is under watch from us, so if they make any particular moves that would point us somewhere, you'll be the first to know.
I would encourage you to keep quite the eye on this person. Because if it's who I believe it is, they very well may be the leader of that cult.
Understood then, if that's
or
the case.
acting beneath them.
Well, if it's someone to be able to leave word based on them, then that would be something worth looking into. Okay, we'll redouble our efforts.
Thank you kindly. I do believe that's all I have for you. Is there anything you need of me?
Of course not. Just to continue being an asset, and I'm sure when the ambition has a need, they'll come knocking.
Well, I do plan to be in town for a week. But we'll see.
Okay, well, be safe among the streets. You know, the darker that it gets, the safer one might be, and the closer one might be to death. One of the two.
I'm well acquainted. I will be fine. Fine, don't you worry, you silly little head.
Not worried at all, then. Continue burning the midnight oil.
Zaylee will nod. And I think I would just leave. I think I would just go back to the hideout.
Okay. Well, then I will not waste much time and let's go grab.
I do have a question for you.
Yes.
The hit list, it was specifically just those 3 names.
Yes.
Rain wasn't on the list? Interesting. Okay.
Why did you think they'd be on the list?
Well, this seems like a very targeted list, and so I'm just, I'm like, okay, either us 3 specifically have gotten involved in something that this person doesn't like, or they're trying to get rid of both dukedoms entirely. But if that were the case, then Rain would be included.
Okay. I mean, there's a chance that it could have just been implied, but...
That's true. Okay. Just some food for thought.
Okay. So with that, let me just go and grab some maps. Make sure that this gets saved.
I can't wait to go home and break the news.
And let me just go and grab everyone's tokens here. Let's do this. Okay. All right. So just to give a quick, almost grabbed the whole map. Just to give a quick overview, you all are back over here.
Yeah.
And I will take everyone back to the hideout. I'm just going to put you guys all upstairs.
Yes. Where everything is safe, right?
Yeah, 100%.
I hope so. My dad said it was safe.
He's gonna put us on a map. It's gonna be covered in blood.
If not blood, then I'm just expecting us to be midway through a conversation when the anthem is suddenly just like, hey, by the way, insert person with the highest passive perception, you smell fire.
That certainly wouldn't be me. My passive sucks.
So, you all make your way back to the hideout, and when you get there, you find that Cassiel is eating a sandwich. Mika, what are you doing?
I am just watching him eat the sandwich.
Staring.
Just staring.
All right, I'm gonna say that before you all get there. Then he just like he glances over. Can I help you?
No.
No. Okay. Is there anything that you wanted to talk about then?
No.
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 Okay. Just
Yeah.
wanted to be sure. I didn't think I was watching me eat the sandwich particularly entertaining.
No, definitely not. No. You chew very loud.
I'm sorry.
Listen, this is a very stressful situation, and to safeguard myself from stress, I just devote myself to my work. And my work is you, so in keeping an eye on you is work, so I'm staring at you.
Oh, we're in the same room. I wouldn't think that it would be a bit too hard to.
To hold the...
Was staring at me going to help keep me safe?
Yes, in case you start choking.
I've made it this far without choking on anything.
You never know.
Suppose we don't. Crunches on sandwich again.
If it makes you feel any better, I'll look out the window instead.
Oh, I did have a question then.
Oh?
Yes, so, as you probably know, I'm working my way back up to, learning everything that I once knew about the position I was supposed to be holding. And being filled in on everything, I've obviously learned that you are the acting Duke of Duskhaven. Is that correct, or did I mishear?
Current, yes. Through interesting means, yes, and sudden.
The main reason I was asking is because I just thought it was fairly strange. I mean, I have my own circumstances, being a prince out in the open like this, but should a duke really be away from his territory their territory for too long?
To be completely fair, no, I shouldn't be. I elected to stay, but other pressing matters required my attention. And Mika just stares at them when they say pressing matters. So, as much as I would love to stay, do paperwork, and continue to make my land thrive, I have to do other things. But I left it in good hands. My mother, who was Duchess of the territory for quite some time, has returned, as well as an old family friend has offered to help oversee the land as I'm gone. So, seeing as there was no need for me there, I might as well be here. Did I die? Am I dead?
No.
I think
I'm dead.
Anthem died, if anything.
I'm back.
Welcome back. Did the cat eat you?
No, I had to cough.
Oh, okay.
No, well, fair enough. It just seemed that there was a certain chemistry amongst the entire group that comes with putting one's life on the line with each other, and I was just wondering if you had been Duke while out with this group the entire time. But if it's a a recent thing brought about by the circumstances, then I completely understand.
Yes, it's fairly new. I was just a simple member of the order. Though, yes, I was next in line. My father was hale and healthy, mostly, and was suited to sit upon that seat for quite some time. But circumstances dictated otherwise. So, with his passing, it was just unfortunate.
I understand then. My condolences. Unforeseen passing is the hardest to cope with.
Seeing as you had an unforeseen passing as well.
Something tells me that my disappearance was, while unforeseen, something that they've hidden away. So hopefully the people didn't suffer too much.
Under Caspian, maybe they suffered a little. That's the asshole's name, right, Caspian?
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's something I'll have to address once I've taken back my place. I'm just... thought I'd ask about your position since I was having some thoughts about what it meant to be worthy to retake my own.
A lot of this political humdinger is mostly just nepotism and blood. So, regardless, as long as you do the right thing, you should be fine.
He gives the nod and continues with his food. And I'll say that everyone is back together. I had you guys separated the entire time.
Welcome back.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Anything interesting happen?
I reunited with my dad. He got mad at me, but it's okay.
Seeing as you're alive, it wasn't too mad, I suppose.
Things
No.
went much better than expected.
Yeah, so now we have the support of the entire Iron Gate Guild.
Bravo.
And basically as soon as we are ready to enter the place, or the day we're ready, we'll notify my father and he'll make way on the streets for us to pass through without issues.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
Any other news?
Well, I certainly have a few things. For starters, the rumors are going to start circulating almost immediately. Radio seemed very excited about the matter. So I have no concerns on that department. And Azalea will just kind of come over here and sit down, relax a little bit. Now, Mika.
I don't like the tone of your voice. What's happening?
Oh, Mika, my darling, darling Mika. How does it feel to be wanted so badly?
Huh?
Oh,
Cassiel leans back towards Astria. Is this a conversation we should be hearing?
Oh, don't worry, they do this all the time.
Celie just leans over and bats her eyes.
This is strange. What?
Oh, well, you see. And she just kind of pokes Mika's nose before leaning back. You and I are wanted by, well, I don't know who, but somebody who was acting on account of a particular V. We're on a hit list, darling.
Am I supposed to know what the V is?
V, we know, is more than likely Zaylee's mother. The leader of the Planar Equinox. Her name is Villana.
Oh.
And the previous hit list that we got before, I'm pretty sure was from them. They put in a request for our extermination. You, I, and Duke Sterling.
Your father?
Smiles.
Is it too late to go back to my territory?
I do think that it would take too long to get there.
Oh, joy.
But I mean, my father has his guards. We probably should just alert him.
I suppose we should.
Zaylee leans over and looks at Obsidian. Hello, darling.
I'm assuming you'd like me to help with that.
Do you have a way to contact the Duke?
Thanks to having the pleasure of meeting him, per your request, yeah?
Excellent. I think it would be very wise to let him know that he needs to increase his security because he is a very wanted man.
Before I do that, how should I be addressing him in the message?
Well, you can call him by his title. Duke Sterling, or my lord.
Okay.
Take your pick.
And should I let him know that you're the one sending this message forward?
If you have the room to include that, that would be most appreciated.
Okay. Obsidian seems to take a little bit of time to think through how to phrase this. But he would, in a short amount of time, cast Sending, with the target being the Duke. And I think the message would come to be Duke Sterling on behalf of a Miss Zaylee. I am requesting you to tighten your security measures, as your life and wellness might be at risk. Regards, Obsidian.
Okay. With the measures of the spell, you know the message was received. After a few moments, a response is heard, and it says, "Understood. I'll do just that. Please pass along my regards."
Okay, so good news. I actually did get a response.
Oh, that's good.
He's received the message and is passing his regards to you.
Well, I'm glad we were able to reach him before anyone else was. That being said, we should watch our backs. Because while the ambition didn't take the order, I'm sure somebody else has.
It should be fine.
Is there anything we could do for ourselves to tighten security or be extra safe?
We already have one person who is maybe or may not be on a hit list, so it's nothing more than we already doing.
Yes, I don't believe there's anything else we could do.
Yeah. And if anything, if we do really need it, my father could lend support.
We'll have to foot the bill. Or is this going to be on the house kind of thing?
Don't worry about it.
I'll hold you to it.
Either way, now that rumors are going to start to circulate, it's not going to take very long for them to figure out who started them. So, we should just be careful when we're on the streets.
Will do.
So, don't travel alone if we can help it. Be extra careful and more or less proceed as planned.
Mm-hmm.
No reason to change anything unless something terrible happens.
Ah, well. If something terrible happens, let it.
I don't know
rather
about
not.
that.
Yeah, I'd rather not it happen. I'd rather it be stopped before something terrible happens.
You all have no sense of adventure.
I have a sense of adventure, but I also have a sense of self-preservation.
All I mean to say is the worst that could happen is we get arrested on the streets.
Oh,
Are we sure that's the worst option?
No, nobody's going to kill us in broad daylight.
We've killed in broad daylight.
Oh, yes, but we're unhinged. We're a little, loose in the head. A normal assassin's going to come try to kill us in our sleep.
Let's hope that doesn't happen.
Should we be putting up watch then?
Oh, probably.
I also have a spell for this sort of occasion as well.
Oh?
Lehman's Tiny Hut.
Ah.
It could fit all of us, albeit not comfortably, but it could fit us.
Oh, well, after sleeping on the cold floor of the wilderness, I'm sure this will be fine.
At least we can keep some sleeping bags, maybe the bed within the range.
Is that all right with you? Your Highness?
More than fine with me. I'm not eager to be attacked in my sleep again.
Well then, I think as long as we're all on guard and we keep doing what we planned on doing, everything will be fine. And by the end of the week, the entire capital will know you're back.
All right. I will try and prepare myself the best I can for the confrontation at the end of the week then.
Confrontation? Is that any way to talk about meeting with your father?
I'm more speaking on keeping my anger in check once I'm confronted with my cousin.
You're not the only one.
If there's anything we can do to help leading up to the moment, by all means, let us know.
I will. For now, though, I think it's best if we make sure that the events leading up to it run as smoothly as possible. Well, I will say that with that, unless anyone has anything that they want to do over the next week, your plans will proceed based on what you've done today. As far as the support that you've received from the guilds, the ambition taking to the streets to spread your rumors, and you all making sure to watch each other's backs as the information of a rumored assassination is now in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yay.
One last thing then, and I only ask this because it is 1:30 a.m. Just being considerate, is everyone doing okay?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
I'd say I'm doing good as well.
Do you have work or class tomorrow, Sale?
No, although I have to be somewhere at 12 p.m., but I, shrugs.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I think I might, call it here for me then.
Okay. With that in mind, then.
Entirely fair.
So with that in mind, then, I will say that as the week goes ahead and progresses, I'm just going to shift your tokens around. And you guys are just basically going to be living out of this place with supplies and, washing each other's backs, making sure no one's following you back to this place. And is this a pretty good layout for everyone? I'm assuming people would be sharing rooms / sharing space, having a sleeping bag, things like that. I know it's got to be big enough for you to have your...
I'm with Eric!
I was going to say, the hut is a 10-foot sphere, isn't it?
Yeah, we have to be in the same room.
Oh.
What's that?
Oh, it's a 10-foot radius here, isn't it?
I don't think it goes through walls.
I mean, you just open the door.
That's not a lot.
No. You see,
Okay.
you move over here, and then you have it centered on you, and then you got both rooms. Ta-da.
Okay, so I would say, let's do that. Let's do...
See? And then you shove the bed over against the wall.
Okay, sure. Now everyone's in it.
Yeah.
Privacy!
Okay.
See, and now you can have a sleeping bag, and
Yeah.
everything's great.
So with that, let me just do... let's do this. So let's do that. And this. Okay. And so we've got our hut open, and just grab this. I want to make sure everything's in the place it needs to be. all that I need for let me do it this way. Them Alrighty, so alright, cool. Alrighty, so with that, you all go through your week. It is fairly quiet. Every day you go out and you hear more rumors circulating. You can start to see signs of the order being pressured, of the guards being pressured. Finally, you know that things are moving when you even see the golden armor and blue cloaks of the royal guard taking to the streets, trying to find the source of these rumors and quell it, as they are obviously not the state in which the royal family, especially the sitting crowned prince and his father, wish to be seen. You know that it's almost time to make your moves. And that is where you all decide to put up your feet and rest for one more night. The hut goes up with enough space to allow for a bit of privacy as you all settle in for the night. And you know, Mika, I'm gonna say since it's your magic that's kind of keeping things up and going. You are the first one. You are the first one to notice when yeah, might as well be this one. You're the first one to notice when you notice that your hut, the magic of your hut, has gone down. And with the dark of night around, your eyes quickly adjust to the moment when the magic that was supposed to be keeping you all safe suddenly is no longer a part of the area. And you're the first one to see it as the flash of light immediately gives away to the room now being, or rather you all in the room now being. And that is where we're going to call an end to session.
Oh, motherfucker.
Oh, shit. Oh, no.
But thank you everyone for coming to tonight's session.
Oh no.
I wanted to make sure our players got to see that. They got to see where they were leading themselves off on. And know that there are consequences to putting yourself out there so boldly. But that's something they'll have to face next session.
We fucked around and we're about to find out, y'all.
Absolutely.
I don't think we did anything wrong.
We're doing the good thing. We're doing the right stuff.
Yeah.
Father, help.
Father, help.
Father.
Father.
Father, help.
All right, but all things considered, you guys did fantastic. I really appreciate your thoroughness in all of this. I got tons of notes down, so I don't think a prince or his father is going to be able to talk their way out of this. But you know, when talking fails, people get desperate. How desperate? We'll have to figure that out.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna have so many questions for the instant we return to this game.
But I think for now, I'm not going to move too much on finding someone to raid. I personally enjoy watching them when they're playing their game this time of night. So I'm gonna go and raid Soji. They're in the midst of playing some Elden Ring.
Can you let everyone know what's happening with this?
Oh, so just to give an idea for everyone who is interested in this, if you enjoy Capricious Reverie, if you are interested in the story, want to hear more about it, its format is going to be changing on the channel going forward. So it is going to get pulled back from being one of our streamed games, just to give a bit more flexibility to our party members and myself here as far as the availability and when we can stream it. This does not mean that you'll be getting any less Capricious Reverie. It's just going to be in the way, or in a new form. We're going to be playing as often as we can in our bi-weekly schedule for its trade-off with its sister game. And we're still going to be recording that. It's going to be in a format so that obviously we don't have to mess around with any mutings or copyrights or anything like that. And it will be going live on my YouTube, hopefully in a fairly scheduled manner, so that you all don't fall behind on what's going on in the sessions. So I know today's session gave a lot to try and follow, but we're going to keep you guys in the loop so you can finish this campaign along with the rest of us. In its place, though, we're going to be trying to bring some new formats, some new games, some new TTRPGs to the channel, just to have you guys enjoying. They're going to be probably a bit more short form, just so that we can get a bit more of them in. And they'll more than likely be working on a bi-weekly format like how Capricious Reverie and Phantasmal Madness do now. In case we're feeling crazy, and when I say we, I mean me, because you all are insane, and we decide to play more than that because a few of these are really simple to play.
Teehee.
But for now, with that addressed, thank you. Our raid message is in chat. I'm going to get us all on our way. You all make sure you enjoy the rest of your night. You're taking care of yourselves. Thank you for joining us. We love D&D. You love D&D. That's why you're here. And we will see you all next stream. Are you guys, I guess before I send you all on your way, are you guys doing any streams? Are we doing anything fun the next time we all get together or go live?
Not really.
Not really?
I'm from school.
I'm drawing and posting it on Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Yeah, move to Blue Sky, everyone.
Same handles and everything, don't you worry.
Yep.
Yeah. If I said Hero VT, I would have had the actual handle, unlike fucking Twitter.
Yep. But for now, actually, I'm going to make sure that's changed by the next time. So when you guys can do exclamation point players, you'll see our Blue Skies instead of our Twitters. But I'll have all that together. Either way, I'm going to get you guys on your way. Thank you so much for hanging out. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.